this is my first putt right here. Here's my first putt. Tell me how accurate I am here. That went over the side of the hole. That was pretty accurate, okay?
Right.
Had brutal speed, obviously, okay? Second putt will have very good speed. Maybe not as accurate, but it had really good speed.
I see what
Okay?
you're saying.
When you three putt, I've never had anybody three putt because they have. Somebody is going to hit this putt from there to there and do this. They're not going to hit that far off to the side, okay? Actually, it's important.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Focus on your speed. The speed of the putt will do that, okay? A few weeks ago on PGA Tour, they played down Florida. It got really hot and dry, and the guys couldn't keep the balls on the green, okay? USGA did not go out there and say, hey, let's mow that grass really short and really mess with these guys, okay? Just weather conditions, dried everything out, got really fast. It was like putting on concrete, basically, okay? When you watch the guys play at the US Open this week, they will not be able to keep that ball on the green this week, and that will really be. And I will putt to that stick, working on trying to get my ball to get as close to that stick without hitting it as I can. Well, why don't I just do that with the hole? Why don't I just try to get the right speed by getting it to go to the hole? Because if I putt to that hole, what am I really working on? I'm really working on accuracy. I'm really worried about making that putt. I shouldn't be worried about making the putt. So if I putt to that stick, whether I hit the possibly can, do it. And I get better with the next one. So that's what I'm doing when I go play a different golf course, to see if I can get better for the speed of the greens. Hit the right side of the stick. I wasn't really aiming for that, but that's what I was looking for. Next, that's the ball. I used to lock them up here. I have this really long grip. This is a counterweight balance putter. There's putters, mine looks like a spaceship. There's putters that look just like that. I mean, there's all these different things. There's no right or wrong or one that's better than the other. It's all personal preference. And anything you do, whether it's left hand low or right hand low or claw or whatever you want to do, as long as you can do it the same every golf ball. Unless I did this, that's the only way we can go straight back and straight through. But they say that's illegal, unfortunately. So I really want to do this one day because I make everything, okay? But I don't. I have to stand to the side. And the bigger my stroke, if I hit the bottom of the hill there, the bigger my stroke, the more you see it kind of work around my body, just like the way your driver does, okay? So, if we can minimize that though by getting our eyes over top of the golf ball. So one of the ways we can get our eyes over top of the golf ball is by making ourselves taller. You can probably see my eyes are more on this line right now versus being on top of the golf ball. If I was taller, feet almost touching, and I do that same setup and I lean forward, now my eyes are more on this line out here instead of being on top of the golf ball. So you can do a number of things to make yourself get your eyes over top of the golf ball. One of them will make yourself taller. Those people I teach have to be taller because they get too wide here. When they bend over, their eyes are more inside. Okay, so if you come through and you make this bigger backswing and a shorter follow through, you're decelling, bad things are going to happen. That club face is going to get turned or open or bad things. Your distance is going to be off because you're not consistent. It doesn't have to be 6 to 12. It can be 1 inches, 2 inches. You know, it's a shorter putt. It can be 12 inches to 24 inches, whatever. I'm not saying we have to keep a short backswing. It's okay to make a bigger backswing. Come down my putter, and a 1 to 2 ratio. I use my sand wedge, my pitching wedge, and an 8-iron. You can use any club in your bag to chip with. I can chip with my hybrid, okay? It doesn't matter. Use any club in your bag to chip off differences in these 3 clubs, okay? It doesn't mean I can't chip with my 9-iron or I can't chip with my 7-iron, okay? But if I get good with this 8-iron, then I'm okay. Then I can work that on different spots of the golf course. Unless you're a tour pro who has 10 to 12 hours a day to real simple here. This is as complicated as we get. We're going to set up number 1 square. This club is now pointed to my target, I believe, right? Pretty close? Okay, perfect. So this club's pointed to my target. I want my feet to be parallel to that, just like when we putted. Okay, we didn't open our body or anything like that. We stayed nice and square when we putted. So right now I'm going to put the ball in the back part of my stance. I'm going to put the ball my inside right heel. So it's in the back part of my stance. From there, I want my feet close together, about 6 to 12 inches between my toes. And I want my chin on top of my left toe. So my whole body is now leaning towards the target. So, with the ball back in my stance and my weight forward, my hands are obviously way in front of the golf ball, but yet they're right in front of my chest. You shouldn't feel like you're doing that. At this point, my hands are in a good spot, but my body is back forward at this 0.2. The other most common thing that happens is most people do this. Where's my weight at? It's actually my back. Very good. Because my spine is tilted back. If you looked at me from the waist down, you say, absolutely, my weight is leaning towards the target. But when your spine tilts back, my weight is now back here behind the golf ball, and I'm in trouble. Why? Because when we hit a chip shot, my spine is tilted forward now as well, so everything is leaning towards the target. With the ball back and my weight forward, there's only one way for me to hit this golf ball, and that's by hitting down on it. The club will come down, 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 bam, to hit the ball in the descending blow. This time, ball back, weight forward, my weight's going to stay forward. Did that ball get in the air?
Yeah.
Yes, it did. Why did it get in the air? Because I hit down. 60 degrees aloft. Most lofted club I have in my bag. How high is it going to go when I get to that shot? That hole. Hey. Take a guess. Is it going to go in my head? Shoulders, my waist, underneath my waist. Okay, perfect. Let's take a look. Weights forward, balls back, feet close together. Most lofted club in my bag got below my knees still, probably. My shins there. Yes. Can I do it with the 8-iron? Is that right? Same setup, nothing changes. Ball back, feet close together, weight forward. It's putting it, it's nice and still. The weight's already on your left foot to begin with, right?
It stays there and it stays even.
So this is great. Actually, I'm glad you said that. Now, what if I'll split the difference with my pitching wedge here. What if we all do it? What if I hit this shot? What did I do there? The setup was bad. I didn't have my weight in front of the golf ball. I didn't have the ball back. I didn't have my weight forward. If I could say, no, I know my setup was really good that time, then the only thing that could have happened was that my body fell back. So my weight has to stay on that front foot. Here's a great little drill. I'll do my setup, and then I want to take my right toe and point it down, straight up and down like a ballerina. Pretty little ballerina, okay? If I do it correctly, watch my head. Did my head move? No, it stayed nice and still. If this was my setup, now my weight's like 50-50 on purpose here, okay? I'm gonna make that ballerina thing happen again. Watch my head. Had to balance myself on the foot there, so I had to move forward, okay? The weight was to fall backwards, I'm gonna fall down. So you can actually do your setup to make sure your setup is good, and actually hit shots to make sure you're in a good position.
That's a good idea.
Foot right there.
Ballerina.
Do the ballerina thing.
Point B is different for every one of these clubs. So with my pitching wedge, I'm going to say point B is there. I literally have to get the ball to fly in the air from A to B, hoping that it rolls out to point C. That makes this hole so much simpler now, okay? Instead of thinking, okay, I got to go all the way there, now all I'm thinking is I just need to go right there. And this might be right, this might be wrong. Maybe I need to bring that back, maybe I need to take that away. I'll find that spot somewhere. If I carry it a little bit farther, pretty good distance. So this would have been, I gotta take it out farther, right? So maybe there, I don't know, we'll guess. We're a guessing game right now. This is what, when you practice, or even if you do it on the golf course, you can then take to the next hole, and when you get around the greens, you start visualizing these shots in your mind, thinking, oh, pretty good. So a guessing game, I kind of guessed right there on the first try. How do I know to hit that far? Practice. Stay on that foot so you can hit down on the golf ball. Swinging up on it, that's when your weight falls back. That's when bad things happen. Make sense? Well, can I keep the ball low and make it roll at 50, 60 yards? Probably not. I'm probably here to hit a shot that's more of a pitch shot, something I want to fly a little bit more.
As far as your stance and your weight,
It's going to be different.
it's going to be the same.
That's a great question. We'll talk about the pitch shot here real quick. So a pitch shot, so fly in the air over top of the ground is going to end up down. Okay? I can't hit that bump with one shot anymore. It's going to end up in the water. Okay. So how do we get the ball to fly more than it higher? We got to get our body to move now. Okay. Did the ball get in the air when we hit chip shots? Yep, it got in the air. Because why? Because we hit down on it. So what are we going to do here? We're going to continue to hit down on it, okay? What didn't we do on a chip shot? Follow through. We didn't follow through, not really. We didn't have our stance. That helped us hit the ball really low too, because it kind of de-lofted the club a little bit, okay? Now we're going to put the ball in the middle part of our stance. That's going to let the true loft of the club do the work here. I have my sandwich, by the way, too. So the ball in the middle part of our stance. I'm going to get my feet inside of shoulder width apart. If I was hitting a full swing, my feet are shoulder width apart. Anytime I don't make a full swing, my feet get closer. Why? Because my feet are a bit closer together like that, it's going to make it easier for me to get my weight on my front foot. Where's my weight got to be when I hit a golf ball? Real low, go in front. Real low in front, okay? Low, because they're afraid that they're hitting the ball. Get far. It's okay, let your body rotate. It's okay, let your body higher, down a little there, but a little bit better now. I got my body. Being like sitting at that point, like where the club is.
Where the club is sitting. Sometimes you're blading it, sometimes you're just taking sides.
Has anybody ever been told to keep your head down? The worst piece of advice you can ever get is keep your head down. 100% the worst, okay? Why does your head, this leads up to why does your head come up? Subconsciously your mind says, you gotta get out of the way, okay? Here's what happens. So if I'm making a full swing, and I start back to the ball, where's my weight at right now? It's on my back foot. I'm in trouble. We know we have to get our weight to our front. Okay, so right now my weight's on my back foot. The low point of the arc that my club makes is now behind the golf ball. I'm going to do one of two things if I stay here. I'm either going to hit the ground first, hit the ball heavy, or hit my low point right there and then begin to rise up with the club and hit that blade across the green. So your mind says, whoop, Dan, you got to get up and get out of the way, otherwise you're going to hurt yourself. And that's when my head rises. So if I would have said, okay, Dan, I got to keep my head down on this one, the very next time I do that, I'm going to make a huge divot behind the golf ball because I kept my head down. Keep your head down is the absolute worst thing. When you feel like your head is rising, that's a subconscious maneuver your body's doing to help you out. You got to get more weight shifted to your front foot, okay? So when you're having a hard time being consistent, hitting some thin, hitting some heavy, those are both having your weight behind the ball. We've got to get our weight in front of the golf ball before we hit the golf ball. That's where we're going to start the forward swing or from the ground up. Look at my left hip. Where's my weight at now? Already on my front foot. The club is just back to parallel, or not even that parallel at that point. Now the low point is in front of the golf ball, and I can make good contact that way. And if you actually want to take a little bit step further, which is not we care about tonight, our head is actually rising at impact. We talked about tonight, hopefully helps a little bit. So. Thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell all your friends I made that shot.